like we will have a third bottle baby. Yeah. Hey friends, my name is Julie and welcome back to my farm. I am headed up to the sheep with a bit of a situation. Etta, one of our younger ewes, has a little bit of a vaginal prolapse. So nothing we haven't dealt with before. You've seen our videos in the past. We have a pretty good system for treating this, and we've already got her sequestered in a stall. So we're gonna head up and take care of her. And then we've also had a couple other lambs born in the last few days, so I will update you. As you can see, my voice is almost back to 100%. So I will try to fill you guys in as we go. So this is Etta, Etta James, and she had a baby last year. She adopted a baby also last year. She's a pretty good mom. I was on the fence about getting rid of her. She was actually for sale this past year. She didn't sell. We let her get rebred. Now that she's having a little bit of a prolapse, that kind of puts her on the hard cull list. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to help her right now. So it's not too bad. It's just a tiny bit of a vaginal prolapse. So I'm just going to clean it up, get it back in, put our homemade harness on it. And I will link in the description of this video to our video on how to put on that simple prolapse harness if you ever encounter anything like this. I'm also going to give her a bunch of supplements just to help her recover from any stress this causes.
Just try it.
Well, we got her in the harness. She seems pretty comfortable. She's had her supplements. So now all we do is try to keep her calm until she has that baby. Check on you later, Etta. You be a good girl. If you watched the last video, you will remember we left off with Artemis and her twins. They have been in the stall for 4 days, and today is the day that we are going to release them to the rest of the flock. So I think she will be very happy to be let out. And we'll just keep an eye on the babies for a minute here and make sure that they stick with her and that she's keeping a close eye on them out in the open. Well, we had another little ram lamb born, and he's gorgeous. Look at this little guy. He's so handsome.
Yeah.
But his mom, Foxy here, it's her first time. She's 2 years old, and she does not seem very interested in taking care of him. So she's got a decent udder. She will allow us to hold her, and we can get him to nurse that way, but she is not going to do it on her own, I don't believe. So we're going to leave them together and keep trying about every hour. And maybe she'll change her mind, but experience tells me she probably will not. So looks like we will have a third bottle baby. Yep. All right, we gotta help her. So it's kind of hard to film and hold, but I can kind of give you guys a POV shot of what I'm doing. I'm just straddling her so she can't really go anywhere. Trying to use minimal resistance. And then I helped little one latch on. I'm letting her snap so she gets the idea that this is what she's supposed to do. And she tried to kick him off with his back leg a little bit at first, but once he latched on, she kind of relaxed into it. So, right, lady? You know it feels good. That's a good girl. All right, that's better. Daryl's holding her now. Oh, little guy came off. He still needs help getting on the teat, but once he gets it, he gets it. Come on. Lambs usually don't appreciate getting help. They fight ya. There. And then she kicks her hip out, so it does feel good. Yeah, feels good. Good job, little man. So this handsome fella is the little lamb that Foxy rejected. So he is our third bottle lamb of the season. The first ram lamb we've had in the house. He was by far the smallest when he was born. He was only about 5 pounds the first time we weighed him. And he's only a little over 6 pounds 3 days later. But he's a good eater and he's active and he's definitely growing. He's got this big frame with these long legs. He just doesn't have a lot of meat on him yet. So I expect him to grow pretty big and strong if we just keep him on a steady bottle. He is actually on his way to my friend's house to join the other 2 bottle lambs. She's gonna take most of them this season, which is great. So they'll all get to grow up together. And Daryl and I look forward to getting to sleep through the night. So fingers crossed we have a few days rest without any more rejected lambs. Hopefully no more for the season. That would be awesome too. Well, good morning, guys. It's a good thing I come up to check the sheep first thing in the morning. You guys remember Etta that was having this slight vaginal prolapse? I've been checking her multiple times a day. I came up here first thing, and what I see is her laying down with 3/4 of a lamb out of her body, with just the head and the front legs in. And she was just laying there, like she had plenty of time, nothing going on. So I came in, pulled the rest of the lamb out, got his nose and mouth clear. And it still took her a minute to stand up and start licking him. So glad I came up. A lamb can easily suffocate like that. It really does not take long once the umbilical cord is torn and that sac is popped and they need to start breathing air. They can quickly start breathing fluid instead. Got here just in time. Now I trust Edda's probably going to be a really good mom. If you guys remember, she actually adopted a lamb that was not hers last year and let it nurse on her and took care of it. She is still in the prolapse harness. That's one of the really nice things about these harnesses is that they can easily deliver a lamb with the harness on. It's stretchy material and it'll literally just move out of the way when the lamb comes out. And then we're gonna leave it on at least for the next couple hours because this is when her muscles back there are the most loose. She's at the greatest chance of prolapsing again. Probably this afternoon I will try to take it off and we'll clean her up and we'll just keep a close eye on her. She'll probably have an extended stay in this stall just to make sure everything tightens back up. But I feel like we're gonna have a really good outcome for Edda and her lamb. Yeah, you're handsome. I'm assuming it's a boy. I have not actually looked, but it's a big lamb, so it's a big lamb. Let's see, Mama. Ooh. Oh, it looks like maybe it's a girl. Is it a little girl? Oh my goodness. All right, well, beautiful big girl. Thanks, Edda. Good job, Mama. So it's been a couple hours, and as you can see, Edda's beautiful little girl is all dry right now. I'm pretty sure she's nursed. I'm trying to help her get back on the teat, but she's pooped a little, so she seems to be doing really well. Edda's being a fantastic mom, as usual. She did go ahead and pass her placenta. She's had some normal poops. So I went ahead and I took the prolapse harness off of her. She seems pretty happy to have that off. So I'm just gonna keep a close eye on her the rest of the day, but I'm really not worried about these two. I think everything is gonna be just fine. So guys, that concludes yet another lambing video. Probably gonna have at least one more as the last like 5 or 6 ewes deliver their lambs. And then we're gonna roll right into kidding season. So if you need to catch up, got the lambing playlist for this season right there. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.